Southern Rush goes, we never left. We just took the time that we needed in order to bring things to this point, and I think that we used that time wisely. This is, in a sense, a new beginning. We've been building up my ammo for the arsenal, and that ammo is education, and I think we're ready to take the next step and keep moving forward as a group and as a people, as a Hawaiian nation.
Kapoe o Ni'ihau, hiki I Hawaii, moku o Keale.
I am Hawaiian, and listening to your music has compelled me to...
All right, well, before we get started, let me introduce who I am. My name is Fausto. I'm known as the hope dealer around the whole United States. I was the type of person who I was molested as a kid. I was beaten by a kid. I was physically abused, mentally abused, been cheated on, abandoned, narcissistic father, mother with cancer, all the pains you could think of. And God kept his promise, because when I spoke about it, somebody said, me too. And then I started to heal it, and recovery saved my life, and it could save your life. Remember that.
A desire to have all these wrongs that have been done against the Hawaiian people.
And so guys, if you guys could clap your hands and make some noise for the founders of PRP, Alika and his wife Marisol.
A lot of work has been put behind the scenes, but we are so grateful, first and foremost, to God for making this possible. We're so grateful for the opportunity to be here and to spread hope in Hawaii, where my husband is from. This is really where his heart is. So without further ado, I'm just going to let my husband take over.
Thank you, mahalo. So again, my name is Alika, and I identify as a sober alcoholic and drug addict. The two most important days of my life is the day I was born and the day I found out why. Two most important days of my life. Because when I was in that deep, dark pit, God pulled me out. And this is my mission. This is my whole assignment forever until the day I leave this earth. He pulled me out of this pit. He restored my life. And he said, you know what you do now, bro? You jump back in that hole and you help other people out now. We are permanently gonna be here. You know, I'm from this island. I'm from Waimea, and I have a heart for serving, helping my community. I couldn't do that in my addiction. I just couldn't. I wanted to, but I couldn't. All I could do was think about me. That was it. That was it. So again, through education and inspiration, I believe that's how we're gonna start changing lives right here on this island. Thank you guys.
And some people won't have a first Hawaiian president. No we don't. Being born on the islands don't make you a Hawaiian, Southern Rush. And we still got no reason to be lying.
Where are the Kanaka Maoli of this island? They are the forgotten people. Our Aina, our lifeblood has been stolen from us, the Kanaka.
I don't want people to identify me by my eloquent speech, right? Or the people I hang around, but the family I have behind the scenes. The way I love my wife, the way I love my kids, and the way that I love people that I sit down kneecap to kneecap with. And that's why we are here on behalf of Pro Recovery Power to share education, to share experience, be personal with you guys. Because this right here, I'm telling you, if you guys come hungry, this will save your life. I don't know how many of you can relate with this, but I was still dealing with the main problem. You guys know what it was? Self. I was the enemy, nobody else. A person in recovery continually making an effort to walk through the issues that cause alcohol or drug use occurrence in the first place. Okay? A person in recovery is continually making an effort, continually, not once. My God's a gentleman. And when I wake up in the morning, he knocks on the door. We don't barge in. Free will. I have to make that choice day in and day out.
Unelected, it's all nonsense. Hillary squid, while I see her sitting on the fence. Them a spineless politician cause a capital offense. Backyard terrorism, situation intense.
All right. Aloha mai kako pehea oi o nohe alani o kou inoa. Makua kane Benjamin Casperson, makua wahine Suilan Ho'okano. I am born and bled Kyokaha native, right? Born and raised in Hilo, Hawaii. My problem is me, just like a lot of my brothers have said today, but I was the last one to figure that out. I had tried, like Marco was talking about, probably 28 treatment centers in all of the islands. My mom tried sending me out of the country. We tried everything we possibly could. But wherever I went, I took myself with me, and I didn't recognize that I was the problem. I didn't realize that drugs and alcohol were the solution. What am I able to do all of the time? What is a natural talent that gets to get refined? And then we get to find our family, our crew of us, right? That all have different superpowers. Every single one that you'll watch come up here today has a different superpower. And that's how we know our tribe is solid, because we all have different gifts and we share them unconditionally. We've become one family, and that's where it's at. Like always having people around that remind me of my gift and know how theirs work. Because then we get to do many hands make light work, like we said in prayer, Sympathy, I can feel bad for you while I'm driving my car to the beach. Empathy, I'm gonna sit with you until you identify a solution. Main difference is I give you your autonomy, right? I'm sitting there with you, allowing you, intentionally listening, active listening, and allowing you the space to come to your own solution. I don't force feed you the solution, because then how are you gonna know how to do it next time? I sit with you in empathy. I allow you to process out loud, because we're oral historians anyways, right? And so we let you process out loud and you come to an understanding, and then you get to walk it out, and I get to be the best cheerleader ever, right? As you walk through that situation.
Crazy. I cringe every time I hear that word normie, because I was far from normal. We're going to share a little bit about some of the things that we go through on the other side, right? We actually represent Shadow Network really closely with the families, everybody on the other side. We represent the sisters, the mothers, fathers, siblings, spouses that have been affected by the use of alcohol and drug addiction in the home. There's this domino effects that just continues in this vicious cycle, but there's also ways, to be able to heal through that journey.
I'm very thankful and grateful that I can stand up here today, but the other side of addiction, we need recovery. We need to heal. Mommies, daddies, aunties, uncles, sisters, brothers, we're sick. We are sick because of what's happened to us. So I want to say it is not your fault of what's happened to you, but it is your job to fix it and heal it.
So self-care means self-talk too, right? Self-care means self-talk. You got to tell yourself good things, right? You got to think positive thoughts. Of course, you get the everyday advice like exercise, eat right and all. But I think attitude's important. Attitude determines your altitude. So just continue to have that positive attitude. Everybody in here, the fact that you came here today tells me that you're into self-growth, you're into self-reflection, you want to do better, you want your communities to do better. Thank you. And so when you're always in the better and in the good, only good things can happen. So thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the day. Aloha.